I'm here with the one and only American Nightmare.
And this
Cody.
is I jumped you. We're on the Enlightened Comedy channel. You need to subscribe. You got to turn on notifications. The whole deal, right?
Definitely.
Look at this Darby. Give me the one side. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. And this your friend? Are we ignoring?
Yes.
Get in here, baby. Enlightened Comedy. Subscribe. Turn on the notifications. Do it now.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody, to the Beatdown. Yes. We started our last conversation talking about Mount Rushmore, and conversation got great. It got hot. It got heavy. Let's take you back to some of our greatest clips of that event. Now we're gonna go into the honorable mentions. Personally, I didn't really do honorable mentions just because, I had stuck with my 4, and I was like, I don't want to change them or anything like that. But did anybody have any honorable mentions they wanted to name out?
I definitely do. Go ahead. You want to?
Yeah, I'll shoot first. Of course, The Rock. I think he was knocking on the door. He would probably be 5 if there was another spot on the Mount Rushmore. I think Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Oh yeah.
To really include him in there. Those are the two that I think needs to be.
Yeah,
mentioned.
definitely, definitely. It's heartbreaking not to mention Macho Man, Randy Savage. You know, oh man, it's just it's not enough room. I have quite a few. Mr. WrestleMania himself, Shawn Michaels.
Interesting.
Great character. Came back from having a messed up back, coming back, still being able to perform on the highest level.
He regained a smile.
But just the transition he went through, being the tag team guy, being seen as too little to being that main event guy. I think he deserves to be mentioned.
Yeah, it was the longevity. I think he kind of fits in that kind of Taker mode of longevity,
Yeah. Bret the Hitman Hart. Fantastic wrestler. It's true to the business as anybody can be true to the wrestling business. During the era where WWE really lost their stars, he stepped up and became a believable world heavyweight champion. But on the flip side of that, his WCW run was just so bad, which was a major reason why I couldn't mention him. But, again, I think he deserves to be up there. Several others, Edge. I'm glad y'all mentioned Bruno Sammartino, Eddie Guerrero. Booker T. Nobody came over as a black world heavyweight champion as well as he did. Granted, Ron Simmons did it first, and it was so short-lived for its reasons. But for Booker to do it, and to do it twice, and it came off as believable, and the people were behind him. He's one that definitely should have been mentioned.
Was Triple H or Sting on your list?
Oh my goodness!
What about Cena? You put
Cena?
Edge up there and not Cena? And not
John
Cena?
John Cena, Triple H.
Am I going over stuff? I definitely thought about Cena, but
so Edge Edge and Booker T major honorable mentions for a Mount Rushmore.
Yes, they did.
And John Cena didn't.
I don't think he's done yet. I still think he got a lot to contribute, especially at the time that he left, and I understand why. I still think there's a lot he has to contribute on a high level, so I haven't placed him there yet. See who else I wrote down. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Icon Sting. The man carried WCW on his back. What more need I say? The King, Harley Race, the original world's greatest world heavyweight champion, the king of wrestling. You know, the only one that really take that from him was Jerry Lawler. Seeing what he done in the South with respect for wrestling in the South, Southern wrestling, Jerry the King Lawler.
Mm-hmm. Those are some good picks.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna throw Edge and Booker T in that list, you might as well. Even if Cena's not finished.
To go back and to look at it, that honorable mention of those that are like I said, the 5, 6, and I mean, you can put more up there. But The Rock, Triple H, Sting, and John Cena, they have to be in the conversation.
Let me not disrespect Triple H too much, since I feel like I'm not taking away from any of them. I feel like the only people, I guess, even though I didn't have honorable mentions, would have to be any top faces of like greatest truly like transforming the business. And I think Triple H is in the conversation of greatest wrestlers of all time. Mount Rushmore, I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say so for Booker T or Edge.
You think you know me?
I feel like, I guess in Mount Rushmore, I'm thinking of like the top.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh yeah.
Like the true top above all else. Not to discount, because I love all those ones that you mentioned, and I have a lot of respect for them. Did you mention Dusty?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Dusty
So it's
Rhodes.
like.
So let me throw this out. When you're saying honorable mentions, are you talking about the B-listers, or are you talking about those that can be easily
interchanged.
Yeah.
Like the ones where you're like, how did I not put them in here? Like how y'all were on me about Austin. Like, where is he at?
I mean, if you want to rethink that, I could just say The Rock.
Yeah.
I'll just say The Rock.
Okay,
you're Mount Rushmore.
So you saying Edge wouldn't make the cut?
No.
Come on. The man was the top heel.
No.
He was a great heel.
No, Triple H was a great heel too. Yeah, no, I love Edge. But Edge was like.
But his match qualities was so much better than Triple H's.
But if you're gonna throw Edge up there, how do you not throw Chris Jericho, Le Champion? You can easily. Honestly, like, if you're going to put in Shawn Michaels and Edge, Jericho need to be in there.
No, because his championship runs was so undermined. So undermined.
That wasn't his fault.
That's not the point. The point is it was. The fact of the matter is it was.
But if you're gonna take that point, I mean, you can throw in like nepotism, possibly for like somebody like Triple H. You could throw in there's so many different like caveats you can throw in for that. But like, I don't know. I'm thinking a lot of these people were mentioned like they were something in the WWE, but what did they do anywhere else?
I will argue with you to say Edge, definitely yes.
Jericho, bone breaker. That was nasty. Game, set, match. This one is over. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. The cover, and this one's history. What a win.
So really, you would put Shawn Michaels.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya.
Bret Hart.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
And Edge.
You think you know me?
On your Mount Rushmore, but wouldn't even put Jericho in that list?
If the people I named didn't exist, and I was 25 years younger, having this conversation 25 years from now, all those stipulations included, absolutely.
What?
Absolutely.
Wow. Honestly, though, I feel like for me, Jericho belongs in that same area that the heart, that same tier.
But Jericho hasn't carried a company on his back.
Edge didn't carry a company on his
He
back.
surely did not.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
I mean, okay, you got us with the Brett and Sean because there was an era that they did. But,
yeah.
but the whole point of it is, if you're gonna put Edge with them, and I wouldn't even put them in the Mount Rushmore conversation.
But it's mainly because of when he finally did break that world title contender tier of competition. He was so good at it. Such a convincing heel. The fans invested in him. He felt like a real champion.
As did Jericho.
I disagree.
That's a shame.
I disagree.
Well, we're talking about honorable mentions.
All right.
So, where would John Cena, because he wasn't on my 4, but interchanging the 4, would you say John Cena, just like The Rock or Macho Man, would you interchange them on the mountain? Or would John Cena be on that line with that tier of Jericho, Hart, Edge, and Hitman?
I'll tell you this, and I'll say it to the camera because I want every wrestling fan watching this to know exactly what I'm about to say because it's going to piss a lot of people off. He would. He'd be above Jericho. He'd be above Brett, Sean, Edge. Yes, he definitely would. If I took the perspective that Jeff had, of course, he is in a tier above them. You know, he's in the Brunos. He's in the, the Hogan. He was a top face. And for years to come, John Cena is going to be recognized. At least, in this culture for the next 25 years. Everybody knows who John Cena is, He's broken in and slowly breaking into Hollywood, but people recognize him with wrestling. And let's be honest, memes are, very apparent in this culture. But, I mean, people outside of wrestling know who John Cena is. Do they know who Bret Hart is? They don't. Shawn Michaels, maybe. They might know who DX is, as a group, but... he would be above them. Now, I don't know, for you, considering he didn't even make your, honorable mentions list.
But like I said, the only reason why he didn't is because he's still going. To be on Mount Rushmore, you can't be on Mount Rushmore and still be president.
But Taker's still wrestling. And he was on yours?
No,
yes, he is.
He does.
He's as active as John Cena is. And Taker's had more matches. Taker has had more matches.
But as of right now, this conversation, Taker is done.
As of this conversation right now, John Cena is done.
Not.
Because we know both of them are going to have at least one more match.
Undertaker will not have another match.
Taker will be at Blood Money in the Bank Part 5.
Yeah, you know this. Even Sean had another match.
Taker.
One more match. One more match. One more match.
By definition of saying not done, we will not see Undertaker in a feud coming back to wrestle and have an extended feud. We will see John Cena in another 3-month, 6-month feud down the line.
Okay.
When I say done.
Will Hollywood allow him to do it?
Didn't
he wasn't even allowed to participate in any pay-per-view this year because of his Hollywood obligations.
Did he want to?
Obviously he wanted to.
I don't know.
It's Cena. Cena wants to be a part of everything WWE.
I ain't convinced he wanted to be a part of anything just yet.
He didn't want to be a part of Mania this year?
Oh, he was there.
He was there.
Yeah, he was
He
there.
didn't want to be a part of
Dr. Thugonomics.
Yeah, he was there.
He wasn't at SummerSlam.
He was doing Bumblebee or something. But I think we'll see him have a full-fledged return somewhere within the next year or two. Undertaker, no.
Well, I think John Cena will have a cameo appearance here and there. But
Yeah.
I don't think he's coming back.
You don't think he'll have a feud?
No.
I think he's got one more. I think he's going to break Ric Flair's record. His Ric Flair's acknowledged WWE record is going to be broken, and then he's going to put one more person over, and then I think that's it.
Yeah.
He might come back like, I don't know how it would. I mean,
So you're saying he wouldn't come back like The Rock came back? He would come back longer.
a little bit longer.
I believe so.
But kind of like The Rock did. Like, I mean, The Rock had in 2013 he won the title, and then.
He won the title, stay off TV until the next big pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Cena will do a little bit more.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
But I mean, the more he gets, I mean, he's probably gonna be more on that Rock schedule though. But
So
I mean,
now, can I ask y'all a question? Is Brock Lesnar in the movie?
no.
He's not even top 25.
No. If you're gonna consider Lesnar, then where's Andre the Giant?
I'm not saying he's in the conversation for the Mount Rushmore.
Right.
I'm just saying, is he in the movies? Because he's been missing. He's not wrestling. I'm talking about hiatus and not coming back.
He just don't want to come to work.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar is on one of the sweetest high-paid schedules in history.
Now,
Millions.
I say
to show up,
if we
get 5 suplexes and win.
If we resume this conversation 10 years from now, and this next run of Cena goes well, which I assume it will, no reason to believe it won't. Yes, I absolutely believe he will go on Mount Rushmore ahead of Brett, ahead of Shawn, definitely ahead of Chris Jericho.
I think he's already there now.
No, I don't think so just yet.
I feel like it's your hesitancy towards Cena.
How many world championships? He
had more longevity at the top than the other two did.
Yeah, he did.
Which is what we're really basing this Mount Rushmore off,
So he's at 15. Is that
16?
He tied with Ric Flair. He's at 16. I mean, I think he deserves it. Like this next run that I believe he's gonna have will have to really stink to say he just missed the mark like Bret Hart.
All I got to say is everybody on the internet, even the people that said that they hated Cena, been like, you know what, I really miss John Cena. I've seen in so many comments and threads and everything like that.
Seeing segments like this just really makes me appreciate how Cena used to talk back then. He used to really carry a show. Back when Cena around, half the arena wasn't missing.